Hi everybody, it's Mr. D in the middle, Mr. D1 at blogspot.com, and this is part 2 of my series, How to Build Your Choral Music Program. These are some ideas that have worked for me over the years. So part 1 was focused on the kids, and part 2 is focused on you, the teacher. We're on the front lines, teachers and students. Administrators are important, yes, and I'll talk about them later. Parents are really important too. I'll talk about them later. Counselors, etc. But what's really important is those of us who are on the front lines, and that's the teacher and the students. So my first question is, do you like this age group? And if you don't like it, are you willing to learn to like them? Because so many teachers come into this setting and they don't like this age group, and then they never try to like this age group or to see the things that are special and unique about them. And then the kids feel it, and then they end up doing this with you. They just make your life miserable. And if that is where you are, then you need to ask yourself, am I willing to try to see the charm in this, or the humor in what they see, how they see the world, and what's important to them? Because they need to know we care about them. And if we're not willing to do that, then we have got to move to another place. I've seen so many high school teachers come to middle and not do well because they don't understand the structure that middle school kids need, and then they fight with them about that. Like, why don't you know to do X, Y, and Z? Well, they're middle school kids, and we have to guide them through that. I've seen so many elementary people come in to middle school and then fight the girls when they perceive the girls have an attitude problem, when in fact the attitude that they're getting from the girls is a reaction to what they feel coming from you. And yes, some of the girls definitely have an attitude problem, but we're the adults in the room, and we have to be willing to show them that we like them and that we care them, and find things that we like about them so that we can laugh together and have a good experience together. My number 2 top priority for teachers is, are you doing things that you like to do in the classroom? Or instead, are you doing what you think you have to do? Are you feeling that you have to do all of these extra things, like every single festival that comes along, every single all-state chorus, every national, taking all of these kids and organizing everything for Solo Ensemble Festival seems like it's not a big deal, but it sucks so much energy and time. Which ones can you do and give them a good experience? Which ones can you do that you enjoy doing? Those are the ones you're going to give the good experience. And it's not about anybody else really telling you what you have to do. If you do 1 or 2 of those things really, really well, you'll end up getting the support of the people around you, who maybe you're breaking with some sort of tradition from a previous person. It takes time around that curve, but you can when you do it well. But if you're not passionate about it, if you don't like what you're doing, like I enjoy doing large group performance evaluation with our GMEA here in Georgia. I think it's a wonderful experience for me as a teacher. It's a wonderful experience for the kids, and I take all of my groups. I have 340 kids. I enjoy it. It makes me work harder. It holds me accountable for the work I'm doing. I love that experience. I am not, however, able to prepare all of my kids for all-state chorus for a variety of reasons. I'm balancing my life, my outside life, with what I'm doing inside the classroom, and that is my personal decision. Now, am I preparing my kids for all-state? Absolutely. We do all the things in my sight singing program to get them ready, and when they get 9th grade, if they have a teacher that is doing all-state chorus with their kids, they can go, and I don't feel guilty about that, and I feel like I know they're prepared, and I know that I have to do what makes me able to have energy and excitement in the classroom on a daily basis, or I'm going to go to burnout. And that's what happens to great teachers. They do too much, they try to do everything, and then they can't do things they don't even like to do. And we get enough of that from administration, right? And from our states and things that put demands on us. So we have to love the things that we're doing. So ask yourself, what are the things I'm doing that I love? Like, I love doing the musical. We have a musical review here. It's a fundraiser at the end of the year. And I love that whole process. And I come in on Saturdays with the kids. We do early morning rehearsals long before I'm contracted in to be in, because I love it. I love watching the kids uncover their musical theater ability. That's something I love doing. Doesn't mean that you love that, and doesn't mean that's what you should do. If you love doing a magical group, do it. You have to love it, though, and then you're nurturing your spirit, and the kids feel that passion coming from you, and then they respond to it, and then your program starts to grow. You have to do the things that you love to do. You have to go to workshops occasionally. I mean, these days, however, with Google, you can get so much information free like this on YouTube, just with Google and Pinterest and all the things that are out there. One of my favorite things to do is to go on Facebook with the I'm a Choir Director group. I love this group because everybody just, you can, nobody's like screening so much what's being said. People can come in and ask for help. They can say they had a terrible day and people can pat them on the back. They can ask for specific songs they're looking for, or types of songs and literature. You find so many great resources on I'm a Choir Director. And there are others as well, but many of them are a little more screened. And so I enjoy this I'm a Choir Director because you can just say what you need to say and make some great communications with people who are so technology forward with what they're doing in the classroom. So these are some of the ways that you need to nurture your spirit so that when you go in the classroom each day, you're feeling positively about being there. You have something new to share, or you have some other teacher that just threw an idea your way that you're like, I never thought of that. And this keeps us going, and the kids respond to that as well. I hope these are giving you some ideas, and looking forward to sharing the third thing that I do to help grow my choral music program, and I hope it gives you some ideas. Have a great day.